Now, it's not every day that I fall in love with a curly style just because sometimes the blending can be a little bit off. But y'all, I have really unlocked another one, flip over version, of course, and y'all are never gonna believe this. This is crochet. Obviously, I'm gonna be starting off with freshly washed hair just so that we can really get into the tutorial. Y'all, my hair is really just doing well. It actually is time for me to do another trim, but neither here nor there. Y'all know when it's time for a silk press, I will definitely be filming that. I just wanted to go in and kind of hydrate my hair. It was already pre-moisturized with the Mizani leave-in, and I'm just gonna do like some chunky braids. You could totally decide to like do twists if you wanted to. You know, now it's not gonna last that long, but if you're just not that good at braiding, you could definitely do like some flat twists and kind of just use some soft scrunchies at the end, like those baby ones, to kind of just hold everything into place. So I know so many of you are like, Crissy, I still can't cornrow. Please show me how. If all fails, girl, go to a braider and just show them this. Like, hey, look, can you give me about maybe 8 braids? You know, and then of course they'll price it out for you, and then you can go home and do this 1 2 3 style. Y'all know I'm always trying to figure out how we can just save a little bit more money. Obviously, even before the economy just got super crazy, I've always just wanted to find ways to make hairstyles easier, beginner friendly, and able to be done at home in a safe way that's not like tearing out your hair, ripping it apart, and all of that. I have noticed that so much time has gone by, and I feel like I'm always constantly in like a bob state, and I feel like it's really because I just enjoy a bob and a blunt cut. That's really what it is. At this point, I am like, okay, I'm finally gonna let my hair just grow out. I'm gonna stop cutting it. I'm gonna stop like obsessing over the little details. Heat damage can be a problem. So if you are looking for, you know, a style that's gonna be more on the protective style, girl, definitely get you some crochet hair, okay? I will say you could totally take your time and really add all of this, well, you'll kind of see. I'll save that for later because I don't really want to get too ahead of myself. What I will say is definitely make sure you go in with the oil to seal your hair to really lock in that moisture. If you do not, okay, you will find over time the style is just going to kind of dry out. Your hair is going to be dry, and that can cause breakage. Keep in mind, because we have already like cornrowed my hair at this point, I will be able to just go in, shampoo, condition week after week, depending on how long I want to hold, you know, keep the style in. Now, something else I've been loving is the Sacred Scalp Balm. This is really kind of like remember like greasing your scalp type vibes? But it just feels really nice on my scalp. And then the refreshing spray just kind of adds like a little mist, just to keep all the bacteria away. So I'll use that in between the styles, but I wanted to add it in the video so you guys will know how I'll be maintaining my hair in between time. Now, the hair that I'm using today is from Eayon. I had never actually seen this structure of crochet hair before. Y'all know it is human hair. All the details will be listed in the description box, but there's like this small piece of thread, so it's given sew-in but not really a sew-in, very much invisible crochet method. Super freaking easy, y'all. What I ended up doing, just because I was like, okay, do I really want to go piece by piece? I ended up stacking about 2 to 3 strands of crochet hair together, bringing everything through that loop, and, or should I say latch hook. And yeah, just bringing it through, and yeah, we sealed it the same way we would with any type of crochet hair. I didn't go in and like double loop because I don't want this to be like matted and tangled in my hair. Now I will say, because this is my first time ever using this type of crochet hair, I was very curious to just see what the long-term wear would be like. Y'all, it felt super comfortable, really lightweight. The hair was so lightweight, and y'all can see how a little bit goes a long way. I ended up like, I believe I received how many bundles? I need to double check. Either way, I'll put it in the description box and the comment, just in case y'all are like, Crissy, I need to know right away, okay? I'll put it there so you won't have to keep going through the voiceovers to keep hearing that part. Y'all, when I say a style that is beyond beginner friendly, girl, do y'all see how quick and easy I'm just like sliding these babies in? Okay, if you wanted to leave out hair around the perimeter, you could, in case you're one of those girls that like to kind of pull everything up. Now, y'all know with curly hair, sometimes it can be a bit much to maintain. So I definitely definitely recommend getting you a very good deep conditioner, along with like some spray bottle. Get a spray bottle, fill it up with some water, add a little bit of leave-in conditioner in there and a little bit of hair oil just to help seal everything, because when you go through and detangle, just to kind of refresh and reset the curls, that will make your life a whole lot easier, so that you also aren't having to like go in the shower and like wet your entire head just to kind of get through the bulk of the hair. Now, the density totally depends on you. I am stacking this probably about 2 fingers width apart, and then just kind of going back to fill in any areas that I feel like just really needed a little bit more help. But all in all, this style took about 2.5 hours, nothing too crazy at all. And the reason I didn't want to do really small braids is because y'all know I don't really leave my styles in for long. This one got about 2 weeks out of me, and yeah, I was happy with it the entire way. Like I said, I would go through and just spray my scalp with like that refreshing spray from Sacred, and then also a little bit of water for extra hydration. And then of course, like I said, you just wash your hair in between. So I ended up washing my hair twice while having this style in, just because, I don't know, I guess I got a little bit lazy over time with the spray bottle, and I was like, let's just really get the curls set. Okay, y'all, when I talk about a fro, this is what I'm talking about. Right now we have not shaped it. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to do any real shape because hair goals, okay? Literally, this is the vision. Can I get a big fro like this? Y'all, it was super freaking pretty, super fluffy. The bigger the better at this point. Now, obviously, I didn't want to keep it in this state. I want to show you guys what it would actually look like if you decided to fully tame the curls. But right now, it's given a Badu moment, okay? I just want to give you a sneak peek at the separation. Y'all, I have so many spots that are just like missing chunks of hair. Y'all see that? Either way, still super full. I ended up going back in and just adding a little bit more hair. And some of those areas, I didn't really have to worry about if the wind was gonna blow on this one because the hair was just so freaking full and curly. And like, y'all know how curly hair over time, it'll start to shrink up on itself and really just kind of get big, large, and do what it needs to do, okay? Y'all might hear Dakota in the back, child. She is on her cycle, literally has on a diaper, okay? He's been whining all day because I'm convinced, I don't know, do dogs get cramps? I really don't know, but she's just been really whiny. So my baby, sorry if y'all hear her. I mean, she's just going through it, okay? Lady things. But anyway, here I am with the water bottle, just kind of going through and all the things. When I think about like natural hair, this is what I'm talking about, okay? Give me the full thick, okay? But that's just not the reality. My hair is nowhere near this density at all, and that's okay. So I just think that it would be a really nice way to kind of switch things up if I want to do a fro. Honestly, this is a style that you could totally leave in for like a month. This could be that reoccurring thing that you do. I don't know if you guys know, but to do a real nice soft wash and go that's not extra crunchy, I've been using my Aveda. This is just like a curl gel, y'all. It literally feels like aloe vera gel. So freaking soft. Leaves the hair feeling nice, shiny, conditioned. Everything's locked in. And over the days, although my hair was a little bit stretched by the end of this like entire process, y'all will kind of see like it, well, you won't see because I'll have to show you on Instagram on Instagram and TikTok, but the hair started to just kind of lift itself up over time and all the things. So I did like that. I did end up going back to the fro at some point. And then you're gonna need a really, really good detangling brush. So I used the Tangle Teaser. If y'all have not heard, okay, this baby will cut through any, literally, and I don't really mean cut, but it'll be really, really easy to just work through curly hair. So I'm just doing a little finger detangle, and yeah, y'all can see how the curls are really bouncing out. I don't know. I didn't expect for the length to even be this long. I mean, I knew what I, ordered, but also to see it completely, see it like on one side be completely just like full blown afro, chunky, thick, full, above my shoulders, to then stretch out to this. It's like, oh wow, the transformation. So y'all can still see in between some areas where I'm like, yeah, I'm not adding hair there. Like, it was already so freaking full. I was like, dang, should I have like added less hair around the perimeter? But anyway, neither here nor there. Y'all know whenever I decide to shape a little curls, I always kind of just like cut straight across, and then I'll just add a little bit more shape as the hair kind of, you know, gets dry. But we're gonna diffuse because I want to give y'all like a final style. But don't be alarmed if you see a little white cast from the or just right now, okay, it has to dry, but from the gel, don't be alarmed if you do end up with any like spots that do have just a little bit of buildup of that gel. Literally take a little bit of water, it rinses right away. So yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. Girl, it took me about 3 days to finally get it right. I'm saying I had this hair in for 2 weeks, but it might have been closer to 3 actually. I just really fell in love with it. And of course, y'all know or y'all don't know, but I recorded a video showing you how to remove it too, because I can already hear y'all asking, now Chrissy, how am I supposed to take this out? What am I supposed to do? Girl, don't worry, I got you. So I will post that too. And yeah, if you did not know, I am actually in the process of finding a signature style, like through and through. So far so good when it came to the yaki textured hair, like that flip over. Did y'all see it? I don't know if you did, but go back, okay? That flip over with the yaki straight, 10 out of 10. So I've realized I really just like the way that like layers and that flip over look, how it looks on me. I just really have fallen in love with that. I thought I was in love with the bobs, but I'm like, you know, listen, I live for a good bob moment, but now I'm looking for a curly hair moment that will really just help me to embrace my own curls, and so that I'm not like constantly having to add heat, or even when I don't want to do the braids, because y'all know it's about to get a little cooler outside. I don't want to constantly be in braids because obviously my scalp is going to be exposed. So yeah, I also don't know if I don't know. I'm just trying to find that perfect style. And if I can wear some curly hair in the wintertime, I mean, I'm already seeing the vision, diffuse these curls so you're not walking outside with like wet hair. Girl. Now, the Pattern Beauty blow dryer, y'all have asked me 1,000,001 times. Yes, it is amazing, okay? It literally gets my natural hair straight, and not straight, completely blow dried in about 10 to 15 minutes, no lie. And I, of course, go in with like a heat protectant, all the things. And yeah, so it took a little bit longer. Obviously, this hair is thicker, fuller, more dense and all that. But it still dried the hair extremely quick compared to me like trying to do a little air dry moment. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. But y'all can see what I'm talking about. So all the curls are set. It is nice, shiny. And then of course, because it is crochet, y'all, if you want, you could go in between all of your parts and literally do a little back comb to help cover some of those, you know, because I did my braids like super thick, large, and in charge. So if you are wanting to kind of disguise that even more, definitely you can go through and kind of tease the very base of it. That's also why it would help to do more braids. So if you wanted to, you can go in and do that. Now, as for my hair, I already had it flat twisted from when I originally kind of like prepared my hair for this. So I did let it air dry, and yeah, parted everything off while it was wet, added some leave-in conditioner, and that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, I also added some Sacred, it's like their curl lotion? Yeah, the lotion, it does a really good job of just setting everything into place. And yeah, so all I had to do was just kind of take that out. It left my hair looking nice and ready to be blended into everything else. So no complaints at all. And then of course, y'all know for the edges, if you decide to like lay them down, girl, the little small, little broken off we call baby hairs, do it. If not, it's no big deal. Like literally do whatever you feel. I like to go in with a little bit of hairspray, like a really strong hold hairspray, to lay down my edges. That it just holds, like it literally just holds into place. And then I'll go over it with like a little edge control just to make sure that everything is just nice and laid down. But if you want to skip it, babe, skip it. You ain't gotta do it, okay? But if you want to skip it, girl, skip it, okay? The key here is going to be making sure that you tie your hair up properly every single night. So do not skip a night where you go in and flat twist your edges. That way you aren't having to use a hot tool to kind of blend your hair. And also, if this curl pattern already matches your natural hair, it'll be a little bit of, I guess you'll be more at ease, because all that you'll have to do in this situation is add a little bit of maybe leave-in conditioner, a little bit of gel. It'll blend right in, diffuse that baby, and you are golden. Honestly, I didn't even give my hair a chance to attempt to blend with this. I was like, nope, let's just go ahead and do that flat twist, because why wouldn't we? Okay. And before taking it out, just to kind of get rid of a little bit of frizz, I did go ahead and just add a little bit of that Kerastase. Is it Kerastase? Kerastase. Okay. I did go ahead and just add a little hair oil on my hands just so that everything is nice and sealed the entire way. So I don't know. I'm really impressed. I have never actually seen human hair crochet ever in life. So definitely Eayon has introduced me to some new things. I don't know, I'm still not 100% on how, I don't understand how they actually created the hair. It definitely screams innovation, and I really, really like what they have done here. So this will be a keeper. Now, I will also say, if you're somebody that has made crochet wigs, let's say you go in and you don't want to install the hair, directly over your braids, you could totally put them on a cap. That way you are never having to do this ever again. Literally, it'll be a one-time process. I do actually have a video on that as well, showing you how to, just take your crochet hair and to make it into a full wig, essentially. So you could totally do that if you wanted to. To me, it does help to just have that flexibility of having the braids and not having to worry about dang, do I have to sew down the cap? Do I add clips and combs? Because that kind of defeats the purpose of the protective style part of it, especially if you're going to be doing this every single day. You don't want any combs or, anything like that that's really going to be tugging at your hair. So this is why I didn't opt in for clip-ins for this, because y'all know the clip-ins can get tricky. And when it comes to curly hair, I do not want y'all having to detangle clip-ins while it's already in your head, because that is absolutely going to pull and snag, and having to take them off, put them back in every day, that can be a bit much. So I think this is a great alternative. Obviously, I really felt like I should have done more of maybe, I don't know, a heart shape, but I was I don't want to cut this too much because I want to reinstall the hair and probably do an even shorter cut. So every time I install it, it would get shorter, if that makes sense, regardless of the length of my hair. I think this would be super freaking cute. If you wanted to dye it jet black, you could. If you wanted to add a little bit of bleach, okay, for some highlights, lowlights, little balayage moment, definitely feel free to do that. You are able to do whatever it is here. The only thing that I didn't get a chance to show you in this video was, me actually blow drying this out, doing a little silk press moment, because girl, this would be the perfect flip over, especially if those braids are smaller. I don't know about my size braids right now. I wouldn't really try it, okay? You don't want to be left with too many bumps and lumps, but y'all see the blend is there. The hair looks amazing. 10 out of 10, recommend. We ate this up yet again. Okay, girl, no freaking complaints. And I'm like I said, I'm on the hunt for the signature style. Let me know what y'all think about it. I'm still trying to figure it out. Now, for those of y'all that were like, Crissy, show me, how do I get my hair to blend? I'm like, girl, I might as well go ahead and put this little clip in the video so y'all know. Take a little bit of that sacred lotion, okay? Actually, you can use whatever leave-in or cream that you have that's gonna be thick, full body, and I mean, you can feel it on your hair because you need a little bit of weight to help set the style. And do a quick little flat twist all the way down to the end. You don't have to add a roller unless your hair is just completely straight. I do still have a little bit of curl, okay, up in this area. So my hair actually curls in the front. So if that is your case, then yeah, you can go ahead and just blend your own natural hair with no problem. But like I said, if you need a little bit more help or you just really want it to blend even better, the flat twist is going to be your best friend. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Literally, you just grabbing a little bit of hair, picking it up and going, and y'all even get a close-up on what those knots look like. So because we have that thin, invisible sew-in type vibes, okay, crochet hair, literally the thread on the crochet hair makes it almost invisible, because when I seal everything, you don't see this big, large, chunky knot. Everything just blends easily. So yeah, they did their thing on this. I can't even lie. And tying this up should be super easy. You don't have to go in and do any type of chunky twist or anything. You could literally pineapple your hair, meaning pull it up to the top of your head, add a little scrunchie, maybe a very soft, nothing tight. We aren't trying to create dents or anything, but definitely you could pull it up with a scarf and put on a little bonnet. You'll look like a little mushroom going to bed. And yeah, when you wake up, shake it out. If any ends are a little funky, you can literally just add a little bit of water to your hands, mist it from the little spray bottle, and boom, okay? When you take out your edges, everything should just be blended for the front. It is actually time for me to do another little rinse on my hair. I start to get this kind of reddish brown tint to my hair. So 9 times out of 9, okay, I usually have my hair either rinsed or dyed jet black or a natural black. So anyway, I was really, really happy with this. I am very curious to hear from you guys. Let me know how you feel about it down below. Thank you so much, EayonHair. Y'all have put me on. Okay, you put me in the game with this one. Anyway, I love y'all so much. Stay pretty. Definitely leave any comments or questions down below. I will for sure be reinstalling this and just honestly probably turn it into a wig. I talked all that smack to still say the same, thing, but we'll see. Let me know. Wig, no wig, reinstall or not. I don't know. Let me know.